supervising the clean-up last night, for the first time in months. Squeezing her eyes shut against the frustration, she imagined Caleb driving towards the Merriwell Bay airport in the pre-dawn light. He was returning to work after the Christmas break, having managed to score another 2 weeks into January as holidays. Normally, she would have got up and made him breakfast, talked about the next few days, what was ahead for both of them, his court cases, her jobs on the farm. But not this morning. She'd been too tired, and although she wouldn't admit it to anyone else, she was sick of hearing about a career and life she couldn't relate to. It felt like months since she and Caleb had had a conversation that didn't involve the kids, or farming, or the law. Brianna glanced towards the west and imagined the spotlights of his flash 4-wheel drive illuminating the pre-dawn dark. The long streaks of white picking up any stray kangaroos. Caleb had bought the top-of-the-range Land Cruiser without telling her, turning up in it one day with a large smile on his face. Brianna could tell he was delighted with it and thought she should be too, but a niggling voice inside her asked why he hadn't talked to her about it first. That was what husbands and wives did, wasn't it? Talked through important decisions, made them together. Sighing, she dragged her thoughts back to the day at hand. There was a catastrophic fire danger warning out. The media had been reporting it for the last 36 hours, whipping everyone into a frenzy of fear and expectation. With the pain in her foot subsiding, Brianna got up off the floor, pulling the chair with her. Casting around, she saw her phone, picked it up, and switched on the torch. If she turned the lounge room light on, it would filter into the kids' bedroom and wake them. She needed peace to organise her thoughts for the day ahead. In the kitchen, she flicked on the radio and the morning show crackled to life. The announcer was interviewing a stock agent about a bull sale that had been held the previous day. Still 10 minutes before the news and weather. Biting her lip, she tapped at the weather app on her phone, hoping that the forecast had changed. A drop in wind speed or temperature would make her feel a lot more relaxed. It took an age before the app finally connected and updated. Like everyone out here, she was frustrated by the slow speed of the internet. Scanning the screen, she felt a rush of anxiety. The forecast had worsened overnight. Summer was supposed to be dry and hot. That was just summer in Australia. But there had been good rainfall during the growing season, and as a result, there was a large volume of dry materials still in the paddocks, which made great fuel for fires. Add to that northerly winds of over 50 kilometres an hour and a temperature of 43 degrees, and everyone started to get jumpy. There wasn't a shimmer of humidity in the air, so the fire danger index would be in the extreme category. As the day went on, it was almost certain the FDI would reach a reading of catastrophic. Every farmer within the Merriwell Bay Shire would be on high alert. As a precaution, the lawns around the house would need to be dampened. Brianna ran outside and turned on all the taps. She heard the pump kick in, and the sprinklers gurgled and spluttered a couple of times before water burst from them, raining droplets onto the thirsty lawn. A gust of warm wind buffeted her face, and for a moment she wished Caleb could be at home today. He was steady and calm, never panicking in a crisis, while she seemed always to be filled with anxiety and adrenaline. Since she'd joined the volunteer fire brigade, she'd had to teach herself to remain calm and make decisions under pressure. But for Caleb, it seemed to come naturally, perhaps because he always had to think on his feet in the courtroom. Caleb would know what had to be done on a day like this. He had grown up on a farm, until his parents had gone bankrupt after 4 bad seasons and a large stock theft that hadn't been covered by insurance. He understood how a farm was run and what life as a farmer entailed, and that was one of the reasons their relationship worked. In the past, she hadn't minded him working in Perth and being away a lot. She had plenty of friends, and she was happy in her own company, which was probably why farming suited her. The long-term goal was for Caleb to open his own practice in Merriwell Bay, and she'd always said